Good morning. This is Lori Kilpatrick. I'm hoping to start SIFAC, which is to settle in for a chat. I already have some videos on this account and holy buckets. Okay. Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. My grandma has some pretty elaborate aprons that she made where she would baste stitch, which means to like put a running stitch in, and then she would pull it tight in different ways to make these different patterns. And I always thought, man, when did she have time to do this? She also made quilts, and now I know she didn't have to figure out how Zoom worked. So she had time for such things. Oh my goodness. We really do kind of get to choose how we spend our time, isn't it? It was pretty enlightening to see some of those other videos. First of all, like as big as I've gotten, I don't feel like I really look like it. So I need to get my words out. I'm not very great at focusing in and sticking to the topic. I know it's frustrating. So today I just wanted to say, hey, we got to start doing this again. And by we gotta, I mean, I need to. My house is a pit. So much has changed in the last year. And to be honest, like there's been so much good. I don't know why I keep focusing on the bad. I don't know why. So I'm trying really hard not to, but it does not come naturally to me. And any day I nail it on being positive, where I'm like, nope, no worries. We're just learning. That's what this discipline means. It's the root disciple, which means to teach. You're doing great. Now you know better, and you get to decide whether or not you're going to repeat that one again, or whether you're going to let this be your lesson, like your clicking lesson, and then such a rotten day the next day or little bits. And but it's funny. That's how all things are. Like when I first started anything, I did what I was used to doing. And then I saw that I might try a different way. And then, it tended to be, and you just seem crazy. And I guess I'm in the crazy stage of this, which means I'm transitioning, which means that things are good. When I'm changing from where I was into something else, which, man, if they steal that word too, I swear. That's a legitimate word. Anyway, from where I used to be, changing to where I prefer to be, which is definitely a much more positive person. So, gosh. So, yeah, I don't know where to start. That's my problem. I have about, 18 things in the fire. And I'm not joking. There's about 18 things that I'm trying to juggle, and I can't get a hold of any of them. And I don't know if you know that phrase, jack of all trades and master of none is oftentimes better than a master of one. However, however I'm adding, when you focus in on one, you can perfect it, which is nice. But being a jack of all trades means that you're versatile and you can do a lot of things. So probably the biggest change that's happened is that Eric's home. Ben joined the military. He's in the Iowa National Guard. Eric's home every night for 9 months now. He's been home. So he's home every night. We had some really rough patches along there because we just weren't used to that, but we are in it for the long haul, and that's okay. This journey that we're taking, we choose to do together, and that's it. It's not skipping through my fields with my unicorn friends, but that's okay, because as you live, you learn, and you get better when you choose to. So we're working on that for sure. I had plans to write down like an outline of what I would be going over, but I couldn't get my brain straight to even. So I'm going to take my own notes while I talk out loud, because I tend to do that. Okay, so I used to do this thing every week where I would brain dump, and I would just let everything out of my head. But the problem with it, this was like 15 years ago. The problem with it was once I put it out of my head, I never did anything else with it. So, if I needed to pay a bill, that did not go so well. So I definitely would like to get back to brain dumping, and I'd like to get back to the basic 4. we don't know what the basic 4 is, I'll tell you real quick. It's get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, and eat real food. And just be intentional about those things, and you'll be set. See, and now I have like, so I think we're just going to stop. Because if I can brain dump and maybe get some sorting out in my head, and I get back to the basic 4, where I get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day, and eat real food, I think that'll be good. I notice I need about 7 hours of sleep. I like to get up between 4 and 5, which means I need to go to bed between 9 and 10. That works perfect. Okay, and then drink enough water. I have a 20-ounce thing, so we'll just do that. I used to have, when I very first started on that journey, there was an app called Waterminder, and you could pick whichever ounce size or glass or whatever that you drink and your goal. You just like set up your parameters and go from there. So let's see. There's 128 ounces in a gallon. So, okay. Let's see. Get enough sleep, drink enough water, exercise for 30 minutes every day. See, I'm not even going to write this down because I've never done it. But the Couch to 5K has always been my thing. I've gotten through week 6 where you run for 20 minutes and I didn't die, but then I stopped because I reached as far as I'd ever been before, and then I stopped. And then eat real food. I'm in that spot right now where my garden is pretty planted, and so I don't want to buy things from the store because it's gonna be here. But I ran across some peppers, so yeah. Okay, anyway, you are where you are and it's okay, but being cognizant or aware of where you are is the only way to get a step forward to see where you need to be. And if you've got somebody else in your life that you need to do some things with, have that conversation with them, because then there's not miscommunication. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a date tonight. I don't know, we're supposed to do one last night, it didn't work out. Yeah, anyway. So much. Big things happen, little things happen, all of the in between. Life is beautiful. I hope you see how beautiful life is. And I've been doing Al-Anon for over a year now, which is God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and then the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know anybody that wouldn't benefit from this program. If you know anybody or have met anybody that has been an alcoholic, you may come to Al-Anon meetings. And if you've never heard of an Al-Anon meeting, I suggest you look it up. It's amazing. There's another one like Project Recovery or something like that that follows like the 12-step program, which is like, I recognize that I don't have any power when it comes to things outside of my control. And that I recognize when I'm making unhealthy choices, I admit to them, I try to make it right. Obviously, I don't know them that great. But there's 12 steps to it. And also remember that it's people. So the Al-Anon group in my hometown is not a good match for me. But the one that I got invited to last March is just awesome. It's a family. And I don't even know their last names. I don't know anybody's last name, but I have their phone number and I know I can reach out to them if I need to. And we meet once a week and everybody just respects each other. And I used to joke that the awesome thing about Al-Anon is that it helped me see the line between help and what do we do? Where we enable. So between helping and enabling people, right? Because there's a line between helping people and enabling people, right? And then this group doesn't judge you for where you are in that moment. And that's my favorite thing about it, is they don't shit on you. They don't tell you what you should do. They don't even offer advice, because that's not what we do. We just listen and care, and we understand that you'll come to your conclusions in your own time, and that it's okay. It's nice to know you're not alone. So yeah. Oh man, so many good things. My brain's just going on overdrive. So gonna start doing this. Gonna. Every time I say that, it never happens. The plan is to make time for this and allowing for life to happen and for me to settle into this new way of doing things and take the baby steps to set up a solid foundation so that it sticks. All right, I love this prayer. Ooh. Lord, I just want to lift up the eyeballs and the earballs that are hearing this. I pray that their eyes and ears and heart and hands are open to see and hear and feel and receive what you have for them in this moment. We thank you for having the perfect plan. We thank you for doing all things for good for those who love you and act according to your purpose. And honestly, Lord, I just want to say thank you for the things that go wrong, because I don't know why we're this way, but we just seem to learn better when things go wrong, or at least when we feel like things aren't going our way. So we thank you for being in control. We thank you for loving us more. And we thank you for your grace, your mercy, and your grace and your patience, Lord. So, yeah, in your beautiful and precious name we pray. Amen. All right, friend, you go have an amazing day. Take what helped here and let go of the rest and go make a difference. Whoops. That did not stop it. Okay. Let's see. Have fun and make good choices. Figure out your stuff before you start recording.